Hey guys, welcome to my art room. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful hanging fruit mobile. For this project, you'll need an empty cereal or cracker box, kind of like this one here. Just use some scissors and cut it up so that you have flat pieces. You're also going to need some watercolor paint or any kind of paint or markers to color it, some kind of string or yarn, and Elmer's glue. First, trace some different size circles on your cardboard. You're going to need 2 of each size because you're going to make the front and the back of each fruit. So I'm going to trace 2 of each size using the whole box. I'm also going to make a curved shape up at the top. That's going to be a watermelon slice. Next, you're going to cut out all the pieces. I like to just cut them apart before I start cutting the details out. It makes it a little bit easier so the big pieces of paper don't get in your way. After I cut out this watermelon slice, I'm going to trace it onto the remaining cardboard here to make the back of the watermelon slice. After you're done cutting them, arrange all the pieces in their pairs, and then you can sort of arrange them or organize them in different ways to decide how you want to hang your mobile. And this can always change later. It's just nice to get an idea of what you're going to be making. Next, you're going to draw and paint each of your slices of fruit. These 2 are going to be grapefruit slices, so I'm going to put a little circle in the middle, and then some lines radiating from the middle for the sections, and then connect them with curved lines and connect to the inside with curved lines, and I'll do the same on the other side. I'm going to continue doing this with all of the different fruit slices. These smaller ones here will be orange slices. And then watermelon slices here. When you're making your mobile, you can make any fruits you want. It could all be watermelons or all be lemons. You could even make a mobile with stuff that isn't fruit. You could make a flower mobile, or you could cut out the shapes of the members of your family. You can leave it up to you. Just make sure that you do a front and a back of each piece. After you're done drawing the fruit on each piece, you want to paint it. I'm going to use watercolor paint for this. It's a little bit transparent, so you'll see the colors are a little bit more dull than if I had used other paint, but I kind of like that, and also it's the only paint I have, so this is what I'm going to use. You could also color these with markers, paint with tempera paint. You could probably even color them with colored pencil or crayon. Crayon probably won't look very good, but you could try it anyways. So remember, I'm matching the 2 sides. Both of these watermelon slices are going to be glued together, and then when I do the other pieces like these limes, I'm going to make 2 lime slices and then 2 lemon slices and so on. These ones are going to be grapefruit slices, so I watered down the red paint a lot so it's a little bit more pink, and then around the outside I'm going to put a kind of orangey yellow color. And lastly, I have a couple of orange slices to finish up, and then I'm going to let everything dry. Now that I let everything dry, I have out my Elmer's glue, and I'm going to line up each piece that matches together. When I line them up, I kind of bend them a little because they've started to curl and I want them to flatten out. I'm going to get out some yarn. Looks like it's a little tangled, so I'm going to have a little work to do. And then I'm going to line up all of my pieces to see how I want my mobile to hang, and then I'll start gluing it together. You can play a little bit with it and see what order you want to put everything in, or you can just go for it the first way that you've decided. Once you have them all lined up the way that you want, you're going to open up each pair and then add glue around the outside edge and one little bit in the middle to hold the string. Go around the outside and make a line down the middle, and then lay the yarn across all of these. Now you're going to close them up by putting each piece back together. Press it down lightly. It'll take a while for the glue to dry, so you want to press it down pretty well. I'm going to get out some books and put these on top just to hold it down until it dries. The glue might squish out a little while it's drying, so you want to use a book that you don't care too much about. A notebook would work, and you can also put a little layer of plastic in between. After it's completely dry, you can finish it off by tying a tassel to the bottom. If you don't know how to make tassels, I have a link in Google Classroom. You can get instructions to that. But this part is optional. So after you tie this on the bottom, you can find a nice place in your house to hang up this mobile.